My name is Gigi, and my other group members are Britton, Emma, Nevi, and Mira. And we are currently developing a database for TEDx Georgia Tech. And TEDx Georgia Tech is actually a real organization on our campus. And it's actually a chapter of TED, which is a nonprofit organization that hosts events, and their mission is basically to start a dialogue about ideas worth spreading. So this chapter is independently organized and run by students on our campus, and their goal is to showcase ideas from our community to inspire change on our campus. Mira is actually the director of media for TEDx Georgia Tech, so she was able to provide us with details of the organization and how they work together to put on the events. We're using that information to develop a database that ideally could be used by TEDx Georgia Tech to organize their roles and more effectively carry out their mission of ideas worth spreading.
Hey guys, I'm Mira, and I'm going to talk about the way our organizing team is structured and how that relates to how our ER diagram was developed. The organizing team is comprised of 5 divisions: speakers, media, finance, community, and programming, and each of those teams has a specific goal that it needs to accomplish to make the event happen. The speakers team recruits and trains all the speakers that are going to speak at the event. The finance team confirms corporate sponsors. Community team finds advisors to be on our advisory board, and the programming team books the venue that the event will be held at. So the media team is not included in the ER diagram because it is very much like an internal functioning team, whereas all the sub-teams that are included in the ER diagram are dealing with third parties like sponsors, speakers, advisors, and venue contacts.
Hello, my name is Britton, and I'm going to talk about some of our business rules. So we decided that each team member has to be a student at Georgia Tech with a uniquely identifiable GTID. Each member can be a member of one and only one division, whether that's finance or media or programming. There is one executive director who manages the 5 division directors. Each division director manages one or many members, and each division holds one or many meetings to discuss plans for the events. Given these business rules, we were able to create our ER diagram and our tables.
Hi, my name's Emma Duke.
And my name's Nevi Shaw, and we're going to talk about the ER diagrams and the table design. We started by creating the member entity with the following attributes and its primary key being GTID. This entity has a unary relationship with itself because one member will manage one or many members, but not every member manages other members. In addition, every member works in one and only one division, and each division has one or more members within it. The division is uniquely identified by its division ID and also has a division name. Each division will hold one meeting a week. This meeting is identified by its composite primary key, meeting time, and Colk room number.
The division entity also has optional relationships with these entities: venue, corporate speaker, corporate sponsor, and corporate affiliate. These entities all share the division's primary key as a foreign key within their respective relations. The venue entity is composed of the following attributes, with the venue ID being its primary key. The corporate speaker is comprised with the following attributes, with speaker ID being its primary key. The corporate sponsor contains the following attributes, with comp ID being its primary key. And lastly, the corporate advisor has the advisor ID as the primary key and the rest as its attributes.
The transformation into tables was quite simple. Every member is mapped to a GTID. It's a unique identifier and has a foreign key of the division which it belongs to, because this is a one-to-many relationship. To represent the unary relationship, we added a column director ID that is not a required attribute if a member is not a director. Because languages is a multi-valued attribute, this requires its own table with GTID, the primary ID of the original relation, attached to it. The division table holds the primary key of division ID along with division names such as programming, finance, marketing, etc. In the meeting table, we recognize that each division holds one meeting a week. This meeting is uniquely identified by its composite primary key of the meeting time and the Culk room number, with the division hosting the meeting attached to the table. Finally, we have our venue, corporate speaker, corporate sponsor, and corporate advisors tables, which include their own primary key, their own attributes, as well as the division ID as a foreign key, which denotes the division for carrying out this action item.